Our awardees for the evening are being gifted with a gift hamper from ITC, a sweet hamper from Hindustan Sweets, a gift hamper from Nuria, a gift voucher from Shri Balaji Pantashala, a flower bouquet courtesy, flowers for you, along with the prestigious Shiromoni trophy and a commemorative BCC&I memento. I think our photographer friends want you all to come a little closer for better capture. What a moment, what a brilliant, brilliant moment. And now we have the beautiful flower bouquet from Flowers for You. And of course, the very prestigious Shiromoni trophy. Thank you so much, presenters. Thank you so much. I would kindly request Mr. Amitava Saha to be with us for a bit longer so that we can start with our fireside chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you to all the presenters.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have someone who has built the business on both sides of the commerce. The front-end trust and, of course, the back-end velocity. He founded the India's first parenting company, First Cry, a unicorn. And when growth demanded speed, he didn't outsource the problem. Rather, he built the solution, Xpressbees, another unicorn, logistic powerhouse. It's my privilege to host you, sir, today.
Thank you. I would just like to take a moment to thank BCC&I for selecting me for this honor. I'm absolutely humbled to be selected along with a very illustrious group of nominees. And thank you for having me here. And one thing which I always say, as entrepreneurs, we would be nothing without our teams. So I want to thank my team, both in First Cry and Xpressbees. It's not easy building large-scale operational businesses at the speed at which they are built without people relentlessly burning a lot of midnight oil and sacrificing their family time. So thank you to the team in both the companies.
So my first question to you, I just want to understand, what drives you more, valuation or impact?
Honest answer from me is I always believe valuation is vanity. What makes the real thing is the impact you create. The category you are able to lead and form, that is what is the defining thing.
So being the son of the soil, you've already met 2 unicorns. So are we looking forward for the third one?
Well, we already have a third one. Most people do not know Global Bees, which is a subsidiary of First Cry, is also a unicorn. So we have 3 unicorns actually, not 2.
Perfect. Thank you very much. As an entrepreneur, the journey of an entrepreneur is always a challenging journey because we face a lot of failure in between. You have started your corporate career, then you turn yourself into an entrepreneur, and in last 16 years, you have developed two unicorn. So what a marvelous journey. I just want to understand, is there any secret recipe for developing unicorn? Because people wants to understand this.
Okay, the honest answer is when you build business, you think scale, you think execution, you do not think unicorn. When I remember the initial days of First Cry, when one of the nights after like probably close to midnight, me and Supam were driving back from office, we were discussing when can we touch a milestone of 100 crores? And this I'm talking of 2011, early 2012. I was driving, he was sitting next to me, and we're discussing 100 crore would be probably a good target to have right now in near future. And we take it from there. So if you feel day one it's not possible. Obviously, when you build something successful once, when you are building it second time, the target that you set for yourself, both in terms of speed of execution and the scale, are very different. When you build it for the third time, obviously, the milestones that you set,
The benchmark.
the benchmarks that you set are different, the speed that you set for yourself are different, but it always starts from, anything new always starts from zero.
So to be very frank, when we started business, early 2000, we never heard about this valuation and all those stuff because all the valuation games started post 2014, mainly because there are so many startups that came into Indian parameter. So being an unicorn, is there any extra pressure that you have to take during this journey?
Okay, unicorn is just a milestone. At the end of the day, it's just like unicorn. It's like people, maybe the investors feel a bit confident. The company has attained a certain size. It's like even if you do an IPO, First Cry has done its IPO. Even if you do an IPO, you still think long term. You still think what you are building and what are the steps you're going to take next. So it's just one of the milestones you pass by.
Okay. So do you think that India is ready for this 10 minutes delivery?
Well, everything when it starts, no, there's a sense of disbelief. But then people execute it, and then it becomes proven. There's a lot of science behind a 10 minutes delivery. When it initially came in, it was more like a lot of brute powers involved because people were deployed, goods were deployed, riders were sitting idle. But now, it is how many minutes the order is going to be picked to maintain 10 minutes. One of the people I've hired today as a CEO of one of my verticals is the ex-CEO of Zomato, and he was also leading Blinkit for some time. And it's all algorithms nowadays. So if your ecosystem is stressed beyond a certain level, at how many kilometers or at what portion do you cut the promise to ensure, or you delay the promise to ensure that you deliver within 10 minutes, or you deliver, or you promise a time which you deliver? It is like, technology makes it possible today for you to write algorithms
Right.
to ensure that service promises are met.
So being the backbone.
And you choose
Right.
what you want to promise and which product you want to promise, which radius you want to promise, for which customer you want to promise.
No, being the backbone of the India's e-commerce revolution, what are the challenges you think that still has to be rectified?
Well, I think e-commerce is, again, there's a E word to it, but it's again commerce.
Right.
So it's consumption, retail consumption, and technology is evolving constantly. I think I can't think of a better example than something I experienced today. All of us felt the tremors today, right? Couple of tremors.
Right.
I was sitting and in one of the, because I was in Calcutta today, my team is over, so I was sitting in a Zoom call with my team, and I get a phone alert saying you're going to feel tremors in next couple of seconds because there's a 5 Richter scale earthquake which has happened 87.4 kilometers away. And within 2 seconds, there were a couple of tremors. Even I was surprised, the accuracy and the power of technology, how it,
Right.
how it is touching our lives.
Perfect. So we have to wrap it up in 10 minutes. So my last question to you. You have been a role model for the next generation. So what advice you're going to give it to them if anybody is taking you as an inspiration? Because most of the startups nowadays, they don't prepare for impact, they rather go for valuation. So what kind of advice you're going to give it to them? The next generation.
I think that's the wrong thing to do. One should think of the core value you are delivering to your customers. Valuation follows.
It's a byproduct.
Yeah, so you target value, not valuation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.